Happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome back into the card closet. This is Eric. I'm glad to be back home. It was a good week in Detroit, but it's always good to come home at the end of those kind of trips. Wanted to give a shout out to a couple of Detroit metro area people that I tried to hook up with, but unfortunately it just didn't work out for various reasons. So shout out to Sticks G. He's over the bridge from Detroit there in Canada. He wasn't allowed to come north. I wasn't allowed to come south because of the regulations between the countries right now. So we just played email messages back and forth across the bridge. And then Aaron's collecting and detecting. Tried to hook up supper one evening with him, but it just didn't work out either. So shout out to those guys. Like I said, it was a good week. I didn't get to any more card shops beyond those that I showed in the video, my last video. The next couple evenings ended up being real busy, and I didn't get out there before they were closed for the night. So, if I ever have to make that trip again for work, who knows? Maybe I can hit some more up. All right. Start off showing you some mail that's come in recently. I'm going to save the best for last. Start off with some football cards. The 2020 Panini Select had a parallel, which was the silver parallel. And one of my favorite guys of all time, Troy Polamalu, was in that set. Even though he was a retired player, and he's actually in there a second time. Isn't that beautiful? And then he's actually in there a third time. All the silver prism parallel. And the difference between them, so this was the first one I showed. This is the concourse version. The next one is, if I can get that to focus. Come on. Club level. Supposedly fewer of these were made than the concourse. And then finally the field level, which had the fewest made. Well, you'll have to trust me, that says field level. So I'm a big Polamalu fan. Really like seeing him go into the Hall of Fame this year. Also picked up Polamalu from 2005 Score, just a base card. One of his I still didn't have. Let's get into some basketball cards that have been coming in lately. So first ones were just some throw-ins that they pad the cards that I got with. Here's a Ricky Rubio from last year's Donruss Optic. Willie Cauley-Stein. And then going way back, here's a couple early Hoops sets. Reggie Theus and Tony Campbell. And those were just protection for this card, which is the 1920 Revolution Chinese New Year parallel. I did not have the LeBron yet of this one. So shout out to Topps Vintage 316 here with the LeBron. That same Panini series that I showed the Palomalus of, they had a really pretty looking basketball set that year too. So I picked up Anthony Davis, the silver prism of that. This one is the premier level. As you can see right there. So there is another one where he's wearing a white jersey, which is a lower level, harder to get level. Here's an interesting one. This is a 15-16 Revolution Nova. And the reason you can tell it's the Nova is from those circular patterns that go around the card, ovals. And this was on eBay, and I got it for a steal because it wasn't advertised as a Nova. It was just advertised as a base. But I could tell by the picture that it wasn't. this is the first year of the revolutions, and they did not say on the back in the corner or anywhere which parallel it was. So nobody really bid against me, and so I got a good deal. This was the card that I was going after when Probstein did a job on me and didn't send it to me when I got it for a really good deal. That was this one. So I ended up having to pay more, but more than I did with Probstein, but still a good deal. And then here's a really cool one. I'm trying to get all the Michael Jordan base cards I can from the main brands. Here's a 95-96. Michael Jordan's got some really cool looking photos in his cards from the 90s. A lot of them him just flying in for a dunk or flying in for a finger roll or whatever. Just love that photo. And also a lot of his cards were number 23. I kid you not. A lot of his base cards were number 23, his uniform number. So pick that up. And then saving the best for last, I picked up a 1970, on to baseball here, 1970 Hank Aaron. I need this for my set build. I forgot to check what number I'm at. This black ink smudge down there is on the penny sleeve, not on the card. But this is, kind of the condition I'm hoping to get these high-end, I should say high number cards in for my set. So I was glad to finally get this one. Picked that one up on eBay as well. I've been doing a lot of selling of cards lately. I kind of allude to that here and there. Trading card database. This is another stack of about 43 or so that I'm going to mail on Monday. Trading card database, historically it's just been a lot of people that want to trade. But the last month or so, I've been getting a lot of cash offers. So I've been offloading a lot of my doubles and reinvesting that money into stuff I need yet. See if this will work out here. So we are doing some remodeling of our family room, and some of the pictures, all the pictures that we had in there before don't fit anymore. We're kind of going with that new popular white and various shades of grays in our family room, which you see on the Home and Garden channel a lot. So these pictures that have been hanging in the family room aren't going to fit the decor anymore. So I'm going to try to put them here in the card room somewhere. But I'm going to walk over there and see if this will work. Show you them. They're Terry Redlin's, and he was a popular painter back in the 1990s, and he's from South Dakota, about 100 miles north of here. He's not alive anymore, but we ended up picking those two up of his because he's, local artist, very popular around here. Maybe you've heard of him. Maybe he was popular around the whole country. I'm not really sure about that, but we kind of liked his churches. So I'm going to try to figure out where to put those here in the card room. As you know, most of my walls are covered up by shelves and binders, so I'll have to do something. Don't want to get rid of them yet. And then finally, kind of making an announcement here about National. I am not going to go to National this year. I thought long and hard about it. I've been planning to go for the last 2 years. When I do go, it'll be when it's in Chicago, because that's a 10-hour drive for me. And I don't really want to go to a National and have to depend on my carry-on luggage to fit whatever I may purchase there or want to bring and sell. I want to be able to have my SUV and load her up. So, and then be free to get around with my own vehicle while it's happening. So Chicago is definitely where it has to happen for me to go. I've been planning on going, But you know, I don't have a lot of vacation built up yet at my new job. It would probably take me down to zero, and I really don't want to be at zero. I want to be able to do other things as well. And then the biggest reason is the prices right now. You know, I know that prices have come down the last couple months a little bit. They're not like at all-time highs anymore. Some of you guys that have shows, YouTube channels that show the trends and the charts, you know, you can see it is coming down a little bit. But based on feedback I've been getting and conversations I've had with some of you that have attended the Dallas show, for example, or other shows, other big shows, people are telling me that the prices are really high. And a lot of the stuff is just the ultra modern and just, you know, not a lot of vintage and not a lot of good deals to be had. That kind of would ruin it for me. I'd hate to go and not find anything for a better deal than I could get it for online. So I kind of just pulled the plug on this one, and the next time it's in Chicago, I'll plan on going then. So with that decision, I had actually saved up some money to make that trip. And with that decision, that money became available. I bought a big boy card with the money I had saved up to go to National. So this kind of, anytime I watch a video from one of you at National and feel sad that I'm not there, I'm just going to look at this card. It's actually the last card I need to complete a set, so I will make a separate Joy of a Completed Set with the card, but just to give you a sneak peek. Having focus problems. Sneak peek. I'll show you that in more detail in the next video. So thank you all for joining me here in the card closet again tonight. Glad to have you here. I do so appreciate your patronage. I don't say that enough. I love getting comments. I love the back and forth we have with each other. My email is on my About page if you want to ping me on the side and strike up a discussion about something. Hey, click that subscribe button if you're watching this and aren't subscribed to the channel yet. I'd appreciate it if you do that. All of you take care. Have a great Sunday ahead, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.